To attack the castle, isn't that obvious? This is the beginning of the end for the Covenant, mark my words. King Faharajad probably planned this all along. Thought that under the banner of peace, we'd just let his army march right in. Of course, I wasn't born yesterday. Neither was Dame Follett. She's our commanding officer outside the wall. You should talk to her up at the castle's main gate.
What is it?
The guild requests your help.
Damned foreigners. Nothing but trouble around here ever since the Duke married King Faharajad's daughter. And now there's a Red Guard army on our doorstep, expecting the Knights of the Flame to just stand aside? Envoy Darima marches up with an army claiming she's on a diplomatic mission from King Faharajad of Alakir. She says her message is for Duke Nathaniel alone and demands entry. All I have to say is, over my dead body. My mission is clear. No one from the Red Guard camp allowed in the castle. I'm a Knight of the Flame, and I will enforce that directive to my dying breath. Sir Hughes is the head of our order. If you have concerns, speak to him inside the castle.
You're welcome to Alcair Castle. I'm sure you noticed King Faharajad's army camped outside our walls, so you can understand why Duke Nathaniel is not entertaining guests. I should hope you're not here to add to our troubles. Don't hear that too often, but it's most welcome. If blood gets spilled here, it could destroy the fragile alliance holding together the Daggerfall Covenant. We need to defuse this situation as quickly as possible. Damn it. Dame Follett is holding the envoy up at the gate, isn't she? Never questioning orders is Follett's strength and her weakness. I'll have to send word to make an exception. Meantime, I actually have a task you'd be well suited for. It's a sensitive matter. We've intercepted secret messages to King Faharajad from someone inside the castle who goes by the alias of Almandine. My hope is that a little research in the library might reveal where this term comes from. Unfortunately, the Duke requires that he personally approve all visitors to the library, and he can't know about this. The library guard, Sir Gregory, perhaps you can persuade him to look the other way, or, failing that, to leave his post.
Hold it right there! This is Duke Nathaniel's personal library. No access without his express permission. If it's an emergency, you want the armory, not the library. It's just books in there. Honestly, I don't know why the Duke's so worried about it, but he is. If I let you in, I'd be kicked out of the castle. Probably my wife, too. Hey, that's not very nice! My face is nice, though, isn't it? I don't like being threatened, though. Of course, it's not like anyone would know if you went in there. All right. You can go in, but don't say a word to anyone about this, or I'll lose my job. Remember, not a word.
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library? I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Faharajah to the fact that we know about the secret communications. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though. After speaking with King Faharajad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard General herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. But the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message. My thoughts exactly. And in so doing, you would win her confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gates, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans.
Darima told me you spoke to Sir Hughes about Dame Follett. Thank you. You don't know what a relief it is to have her here. I am an outsider in Alcaire Castle, with no one I can fully trust. Sometimes I even wonder if I can trust the Duke. Because there have been several attempts made on my life, all from someone within these walls. An Alakir poison intended for my lips killed one of my tasters just a few days ago. There are many rivals for the throne in Alakir. They despise the Covenant, and they would kill me to destroy it. My father has been trying to identify the assassins. I must speak with General Thoda at the camp outside, but I am forbidden. Can I trust you? You did intercede on our behalf with Sir Hughes. Very well. But General Thoda will not expect you. You will need to get his attention. It may be difficult, but if you could best some of his warriors, he will want to see you. Thank you. Things are truly desperate when a daughter of King Faharajad must rely on the generosity of a stranger. But I do believe in you. The future of the Covenant, and my life, depends on you. Rupka, go with you, friend.
This is a military camp, not fit for the likes of you. Be on your way, little one.
Nothing would please me more.
Let us dance, then.
this little pipsqueak walking through our camp? Perhaps I turn you into a pincushion. As am I. Watch and see a true warrior in action. Let us dance.
What have we here? You come strutting through our camp with such attitude. Perhaps someone needs to teach you a lesson. Nothing would please me more.
Let us dance, then. Not bad.
My sword arm has had little practice since coming to Stormhaven. You look like you might make good sport. Very well. We shall see who fights best.
Let us dance. Well fought.
You should walk with more respect. You are in a camp full of soldiers who have been sitting still too long. Someone may decide to use you for sword practice.
As am I. Watch and see a true warrior in action.
Let us dance, then. Well fought.
Let us dance.
You don't look so dangerous. Yet you waltz into my camp and pick fights with my soldiers. Tell me why I should not simply cut off your head where you stand. The princess. She is all right then. That is good. King Faharajad sent me to protect her, but there is little I can do from out here. I do not wish to start a war, but I will if my king orders it. I await new orders even now. Ah, yes, indeed. The poison maker was quite stubborn, but he spoke a name with his dying breath. It means nothing to me, though. He said, "Follow it." She is. Then she is in the castle. Go then, quickly. Tell the connoisseur that she may be prepared for this wench assassin. I cannot go in, so you must protect her.
It was a relief to see you returned. I fear I might have asked too much. Tell me, though, did General Thoda have any new insights into the source of these assassination attempts? What? The Knights of the Flame are sworn to protect me. Why would one try to take my life? I know Dame Follett spoke out against my marriage to the Duke, but I can't imagine how that could motivate her to murder. I hope Dame Follett was acting alone in this. If there is a wider conspiracy, I fear for what that might mean for our future. No, this will not do. To run would be to surrender to this madwoman's hatred. Follett is the one who must pay. Though I don't always agree with him, Sir Hughes is a good man, and I trust him. Tell him of Follett's betrayal. He will see justice served. I can't believe my suspicions were so far from the truth. The assassin being a Breton only makes this situation more volatile. Please, tell Sir Hughes and ask him to resolve this matter swiftly. Because it has greater potential for destroying the Daggerfall Covenant. My choice to go to my father for help rather than the Knights of the Flame only made matters worse. I'm sorry for that now. Indeed, but perhaps it would have been better if Sir Hughes had uncovered that truth. No time for regrets, though. We will do this properly now. Let Sir Hughes handle it. It is what's best for the Covenant.
I trust you've earned the Duchess' confidence by now. That's good. Have you been able to learn why she was conspiring with her father? After the attempt on her life, that makes sense, but why go to her father? The Knights of the Flame are here to protect her. It makes no sense. Why would he send an army here? The assassin's poison came from Alakir. The Duchess said so herself. Dame Follett, are you certain? That's a grave accusation. Of course she was opposed to the marriage. We'll have to question her, but sending a Knight of the Flame to apprehend her might not be wise. I was hoping you might volunteer. That would help avoid a scene. Follett's home is north of the inn. If you'll go there first, I'll get some of my men and come as backup.
What it's come down to. Then so be it.
Where's Follett? Did she run? I'm sorry to hear that. You did what had to be done, and I suppose her reaction merely proves her guilt. I wish I could say there was no longer cause for concern. Somehow, though, I just don't think that's the case. Something about all this just isn't adding up. Indeed. I would very much like to discuss this with you further, but not inside the castle. My home is past the market. If you'll give me a moment to settle matters here and check on the Duchess, I'll meet you there and we can talk.
Did Sir Hughes send you to kill me? You're not here to... Oh, merciful Stendarr! Lakana! No, she's not safe. Hughes is going to kill her. He's crazy. Something about his dreams. If you don't believe me, check his journal. He was writing all about it. First, though, untie me. I have to get back to the castle and warn Lakana.
What?
She cannot be dead. This cannot be real. Lakana. You spoke with her, didn't you? What do you know of this? Tell me. Sir Hughes? Was he mad? He was supposed to protect her. How will I explain this to Lakana's father? To her sister? Lakana would never hurt anyone. She was innocent. My beloved wife. I don't understand. Sir Hughes served me for so many years. Loyally. Faithfully. Why would he murder my wife? Dreams? That maniac murdered my wife on the basis of a dream? He will die for this! You must help me find him. He's probably gone to Firebrand Keep. Please, do it for Lakana. Find Hughes and kill him!
You're looking for Sir Hughes, aren't you? Get in line! We've been waiting for him to come and clarify our orders for days. He returned, all right, but mumbling incoherently. Know what that means? Just more confusion. I think Hughes has lost it. The Duchess is dead? Hughes killed her? Oh, for Mara's sake, I didn't think he was that crazy. I guess that explains why his orders were so confusing. Good thing we didn't march on the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. So I guess if Sir Hughes killed the Duchess then, crazy or not, the Duke is gonna want him to answer for that. I guess this means we're gonna have to find a new leader. He went into the keep. Sir Croix might be protecting him, though. Finding Hughes may be difficult until we clear up all the confusion here. You should talk to Sir Edmund. He's just up the steps.
Taking a stand for what's right is never easy. If you've come to Firebrand Keep to petition for help from the Knights of the Flame, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Our leader, Sir Hughes, seems to have gone mad, and the Knights are divided over whether or not to follow his last order. This is far worse than I thought, and makes our cause all the more critical. Sir Hughes just returned to the keep, acting strangely. He's in there with Sir Croix, who is making preparations to attack the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. Indeed. Myself and these others were exiled for standing against Sir Croix, but we are too few at present to retake the keep. There are other knights in the keep who are questioning Sir Croix. Could you go in and look for those who would join us?
Preparing the entire order to go to war isn't easy. This is going to take some time. You're right. This doesn't make any sense at all. My duty is to do what's right, not to blindly follow orders. I'm with you.
I hear King Faharajad's been plotting to take over Alcaire for years. You would have me disobey direct orders and turn against Sir Croix? You sound like that coward Sir Edmund. You're an enemy to the Order, and I will see you slain. Defend yourself, then!
If Sir Hughes really wants us to go to war, I'd prefer he told us himself. You're right. This doesn't make any sense at all. My duty is...
This is not a good time for the Knights of the Flame to be divided. You're right. This does...
Preparing the entire order to go to war isn't easy. This is going to take some time. You're right.
I knew more of my fellow knights would come to see the insanity Sir Croix means to unleash at Alcaire Castle. I think we have enough knights now to retake the keep. I've sent them to take up strategic positions. Indeed. Taking up arms against our fellow knights is something I know none of us wishes to do, but Sir Croix has forced this upon us. This is unpleasant business, but let's get on with it. I've told the knights positioned around the castle to attack on our signal. There's a siege horn mounted atop Firebrand Keep's main hall. If you are willing, I would ask you to go there and blow the horn. That will signal everyone to attack.
is it?
We caught them by surprise, and I think we have the upper hand. I've been wounded, though. I don't think I'd be of any more use in the battle. I've done what I could, but I failed to find Sir Croix. Now I fear he would best me quite easily. I need you to do this. I believe the other knights will stand down if we can defeat Sir Croix. Will you face him for me? He's in the eastern garrison. Kill him. Put an end to this. There's another siege horn on top of the garrison. When Croix is killed, blow that horn. The knights will pause, and I'll use that moment to call for an end to the fighting.
At last, the outsider who rallies my knights to rebellion. I'm going to enjoy this.
I'll ever be done.
I grieve for Sir Croix and all those who died fighting for him, but there was no other way to save the Knights of the Flame. Thank you for doing what I could not. Indeed. With Sir Croix slain, I am assuming command of Firebrand Keep for now. Needless to say, preparations to march to Alcaire Castle have been called off. Killing my fellow knights to restore order was hard enough. But this matter with Sir Hughes is unthinkable. He's down in the infirmary. I'm told he was raving about killing the Duchess before he fell unconscious. I don't know what to do. Then I suppose you must. Whatever crimes he may be guilty of, you should know that Sir Hughes was always an honorable knight. I simply must believe that his recent actions are caused by some form of insanity. The infirmary is below the Great Hall. Speak to the healer there, Odette. Get her assessment of his condition. Again, I would plead with you, if his actions are truly driven by madness, show mercy.
If you are wounded, you may take a bed in the corner. I will tend to you as soon as I can. I'm sorry to say that Sir Hughes is in no condition to talk. I tried to help him, but this is simply beyond my ability to treat. It seems to be some type of curse. He came in mumbling to himself, and soon he was just gone. I do not think you could cause his condition to be any worse, so you are welcome to do what you like. I warn you, though, curses like this are very unpredictable. If you start to feel dizzy, I would suggest stepping away.
The Duke should not have wed King Faharajad's daughter.
The Duke's marriage was a mistake. He's put us all at risk.
King Faharajad is planning to invade Alcaire. Duchess Lacana is a spy.
Has everyone fooled? She and her father are plotting against us.
Duchess Lacana is orchestrating an attack on Alcaire. She must be stopped.
What are you doing here? Leave my room at once.
I won't allow Alcaire to fall into Redguard hands.
Alcaire and Redguard hands? Tears of Set. You've gone mad.
I'm sorry, but this is the only way.
No, please!
What have I done? I killed her. She deserved it, didn't she? I know she did, or I think I know. Is this real? No. It's a never-ending nightmare, whether I sleep or not. I killed Duchess Lacana. The omen whispered in my mind, poisoning my thoughts. Now it tortures me, forcing me to watch the murder again and again. The omen of fear. Always with me, always whispering, telling me about the Red Guards, about Lacana. I believed it, but it was lying. I murdered an innocent woman and betrayed the Duke. Now it's hiding, but it's not gone. We have to kill it. You have to kill it. My sword. In the dream, I left it in the throne room. The omen is drawn to it. Find the sword and find the omen.
I can see your fear.
Killed the omen. May the Eight bless you. My mind is free, but my sins remain. Yes, I'm all right, but not absolved. I ordered the Knights of the Flame to rebellion. I murdered the Duchess. I betrayed the Duke. These stains on my honor cannot be washed away.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says his mind was not his own. As strong as my anger may be, I sense truth in your words, and some change in Sir Hughes's character. But he murdered my wife, and for that, I can find no forgiveness. He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate.
Very well.
Thank you for your counsel.
Rise, old friend. You will not die this day.
Then my punishment is living in disgrace.
I cannot allow one who committed so grievous a crime to ever serve me again. Sir Hughes may live, but he will never stand in my court again. I hereby strip him of his knighthood. I exile him from Alcaire. He may never return, upon penalty of death. He faces a kinder fate than the one that befell my wife. cannot... Sir Hughes may... Though the immediate danger is past, I fear this might be more than an isolated event. Sir Hughes driven mad by nightmares. And I've heard the constable in Coghlan village was similarly affected. We need to know more about this so-called omen. The spirit wardens of Pariah Abbey. They dabble in Daedric rituals, but they're benevolent. Speak to Brother Moron at the Abbey. Ask him if the appearance of this omen should be cause for wider concerns. If so, we should warn High King Emmerich.
I recognize you. Sir Hughes wanted me to convey his regards.
Break.
There are wounded to tend to, but I'm wounded myself.
Got it all wrong! Say, I heard you recently arrived from Alcair. There are terrible rumors about Duchess Lacana. Are they true? Was she murdered? I am sorry to hear about the Duchess. She was a good woman. The omen of fear, you say? I recollect hearing something about such Daedra before. You should ask Abbot Durak. He would know. done nothing wrong.
Whatever shall I do? Things have never looked worse.
Listen to me, hear me out!
All hope seems lost.
You've got it all wrong!
Help! Bandits are... Praise Azura. We're desperate, I beg you. The Abbey's under attack. They're trying to burn the place down. Bandits. They look like they're with the Midnight Union, but there's no time to explain. Just please go to the northwest entrance and talk to Sister Sophia. She'll tell you how you can help.
Don't understand how this could be happening. We have no feud with the Midnight Union. Why would they suddenly attack the Abbey? It doesn't make any sense. Certainly. The bandits set everything on fire. The whole place is going up in smoke, and they're preventing us from putting the fires out. We weren't prepared to fight. If you'll help extinguish the flames, it would be a tremendous favor. Take this bucket. If you can get to the well and fill it. I don't know any other way. The larger fire may not be so easy. Just focus on the smaller fires first. I appreciate your assistance, but I would not want you to think of the Spirit Wardens as helpless. We are a capable lot. But to be attacked out of nowhere like this, and by the Midnight Union, we were just caught off guard. I can see that many of the small fires have been extinguished. Thank you for volunteering to help us. Thanks for pitching in. I think we've saved enough crops to make it through the winter. But why did this happen? What's it all about? I hesitate to ask you for further assistance, but if you're willing, your help would certainly be appreciated. Our leader, Abbot Duroc, left some time ago and hasn't returned. I fear he may be injured or worse. Abbot Duroc and a few others went to the Cave of Dreams on the North Ridge. Duroc wanted to get something to help put out the fires. Brother Hakam went after them with a scroll of return to help get them back sooner. Now I worry about Hakam too. Both, but look for Brother Hakam first. With the scroll of return, you can get Abbot Duroc back here sooner, where I hope he'll be able to put out that big fire.
Friend or foe, declare yourself. No one will harm the abbot. Not while I draw breath. And I have more terrible news. Those damned outlaws cast a sleeping spell on Abbot Duroc. I can't wake him. He came down here for this scroll of summoning, said it would stop the biggest fire. I just hope it's worth what it cost. As Yura prays his foresight, this will get us back to the Abbey. Duroc said this scroll of summoning should be read near the largest fire in the field. Please, take it and use it there. I'll meet you at the Abbey when you're done. An Atronach. Simply amazing. Duroc, you were right, my friend. You were right. He's still under a sleep spell. But I've learned something. The Midnight Union wanted us to panic. The attack, the fires, they were just a diversion. While we were distracted, they entered the Abbey and stole the Dream Shard. An Atron. He's still under... You must awaken Abbot Duroc. He'll know how to get the Dream Shard back. Talk to our healer, Frizweir. He's inside, tending to the Abbot. We can't create more dreamless potions without the Dream Shard. Without those potions, we, and the King, are vulnerable to the supernal dreamers. You're the one who helped save our fields. Listen, I may have discovered the source of Durok's affliction. It won't be easy. The spell enthralling the abbot traps him in sleep and forces him to dream. It's a clever spell, since the spirit wardens can't enter his dream. In fact, we can't dream at all. We drink dreamless potions nightly. That's why we're immune to dream attacks from our enemies, the supernal dreamers. As of now, you're the only person in Pariah Abbey who can dream. The only one who can save Durok. We have another potion we rarely use. A dream stride potion. It'll put you into a dreaming sleep. Then I can merge your mind with Abbot Durok's. You must find him in his dream, figure out what holds him there, and awaken him.
Our allies have betrayed us. The Midnight Union are now enemies, and I failed to see it coming. I can't, my child. These chains bind me to my nightmare. However, it's still my dream. So I know one of the Midnight Union men outside carries the key to my chains. Slay them until you find it. Don't hesitate or fear. They're only dream spirits. In this dream state, only you and I are real. And I'm only really certain of myself. Find the key? Good. Once I've removed these chains, we'll awaken. Speak with me again in the waking world. Without you, I'd still be trapped in that dream. Now we must work together to stop this threat to Stormhaven. You saw my dream. Clearly, Vermina's cult, the Supernal Dreamers, is behind this betrayal by the Midnight Union. The outlaws of the Union took the Dream Shard, but I fear it's for Vermina's evil purposes. We must recover it. I don't look forward to informing the king about this, but we must let him know as soon as possible. He will not be pleased. King Emmerich must be informed that without the Dream Shard, we won't be able to supply him the dreamless potions that protect him from the Supernal Dreamers. His Majesty might reward the one who brings him word of this. Would you do it? Seek out the king in Wayrest and give him the news. He must know as soon as possible.
Did you hear that someone actually escaped from the Lightless Oubliette?
By the 1,000 scales of Satakal, what savings? By the thousands.
Please, listen to me for just a moment. It's very important.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Ah, you've come from Pariah Abbey, haven't you? Don't worry about giving me the bad news. I'm already expecting the worst. Really? I heard rumors of chaos at the Abbey, but I had hoped they weren't true. The Midnight Union's never really been a problem. I mean, sure, they engage in a little smuggling and gambling, but this, it just doesn't make sense. Well, we need to go straight to the source. The Midnight Union does nothing without the approval of Count Hosni at Tura. I can't imagine him being behind this, but one never knows. Hosni has a walled estate on the shore to the west of here. Strangely enough, the man has apparently chosen this same time to have a betrothal celebration, and I happen to have an invitation I won't be using. Go in my stead and talk to Hosni. Find out if he knows anything about the Dream Shop.
Go easy now.
Hear ye! Citizens are warned to beware of traveling to Coghlan Village. The town was recently attacked by slavers who are suspected of still being in the area.
Explain once more why running was the best idea. Does it matter? If we can't, like...
Count Hosni is in residence, but no one gets into the party without an invitation. Let me see. Ah, this is a platinum-level invite. The Count says you get to come and go as you please. That's more leeway than he usually gives his guests these days. He's in the manor with his betrothed, Lady Edema. Tonight's festivities have already resulted in 4 deaths. Better hurry.
I saw that. Didn't think I was watching, but I
You'll
was.
pay the bounty.
Someone call the guard!
You certainly will.
Well, an unfamiliar face. I'm certain I didn't invite you. What's your business here? Is that so? We'll see. Tell you what, I've got a task that needs doing, but it might get ugly. Take care of it for me, and you're in. Now, let's see. I gather you want a piece of the Midnight Union's action. As for me, I have a family situation that needs to be sorted out. That's where it might get ugly. I want you to get the family signet ring. My father refuses to hand it over, in protest at my involvement with Edema. That ring should be my engagement gift. That and all it bestows. Get it for me, and I'll give you whatever you ask. I've put him for safekeeping in the guest house across the courtyard. I'd welcome him at our celebration, but he spurns us. Even a son can stand only so much. See that you succeed. My beloved doesn't like failure, and insists that I punish it severely.
What is it? Did my son send you? Or are you just one of his feckless, doomed guests? Really? Did he tell you why he wants it? The signet proves ownership of our estate. Once he has the ring, my wife and I can be disposed of. So what did he buy you with? So the story is true then? Well, I hope you succeed. But not at the cost of our lives. Hosni only spares me because I've hidden the ring. If he kills me, he'll never find it. But I fear his next step will be to threaten my wife, Sorali. Hosni has separated us. He's put Sorali in the summer house above the beach. Go there. Make sure she's safe. And tell her about the Dream Shard. She and Hosni were quite close. If anyone would know where he'd keep such a relic, it's Sorali.
Keep out, you supernal brutes. Remember what happened the last time you tried to sneak in? I may be old, but my stiletto is still sharp. Thank the Eight. I've been so worried since Hosni separated us. And now those supernal dreamers outside are threatening me. Though it could be that Hosni just sent them to intimidate me. I do. And I think that so-called Lady Edema is to blame. I'm certain she's why he's threatening Rihad and me. And I'd wager she's putting him up to even worse. He did that? Then he's taken High Rock's main defense against Vermina's cultists. Oh, Edema's behind it all right. If only we could prove it. If Hosni stole the Dream Shard, he did it for Edema. And if so, he'll never give it to you. And you are here to recover the Dream Shard, aren't you? If you help me clear Hosni's name, I'll help you get it. I need evidence that Edema is controlling Hosni. Proof that her Daedric influence brought the supernal dreamers here. I have a plan. There must be some form of communication between her and the Supernals. If you can find, say, letters from the cult to Edema, I could use them to clear Hosni's name when this is all over. I suggest searching their camp on the beach. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The Supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the Supernal Dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Edema showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious. Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into dreaming sleep, then visits his dreams, seduces him. The worst of it is, he's been betrothed to a good woman, Sister Sophia, a spirit warden. Adema made Hosni drop her. Poor girl. Follow the path down to their camp by the dock. The Supernals arrived by boat. Search there first. It's mostly guesswork, but informed guesswork. I had an aunt who briefly joined the Supernal Dreamers, so I heard the rhetoric. When Adema showed up, her talk about achieving one's dreams immediately made me suspicious. Alchemy. She gives him potions that put him into... At least you're still alive. Did you manage to find any evidence that will help exonerate Hosni? Mara's heart. This is exactly what we needed. With this in hand, my husband and I can escape this place and go to seek help. I have one final favor to ask. I've been thinking about the Dream Shard and what I know about the Vermina cult. Hosni spends long periods asleep these days. I think Adema is using the relic to control Hosni through his dreams. Adema's been giving my son potions. If you can figure out which one puts him into dreaming sleep, and take some yourself, I think you'll be able to enter his dreams as she does. Talk to Hosni's bard, Disdain. He's in on all Hosni's secrets. There must be some way to get through to Hosni.
If you want me to play something for you, you'll just have to wait your turn. What? I don't know what you're talking about. Take a walk. I've seen Hosni worship at a shrine to Vermina, and then take a sleeping brew. So check the shrine. The rest is on you. I think you're trying to intimidate me. Here's a Bardley riddle. If what's right is wrong, then what's left is right. And that's all you'll get from me.
Well?
You have entered my son's dream. Some uncorrupted part of him has sent me to tell you what you need to know. Yes, but the dream is Hosni's. Somewhere in this dream is the omen of blood, the demon from Quagmire that drives him to madness. You must find the omen and slay it. That which lives in dreams can be slain in dreams. If you kill Vermina's omen in Hosni's dream, it will be ejected from our world forever, and my son will be free.
Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, I was
Do you seek death? You found it. Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there is another woman. You can't compare to her.
Do you seek death? You found it. Sister Sophia was never worthy of you.
At one time, there was a spark. There is another woman. You can't compare to her. It's over.
Do you seek death? You found it. I failed you.
My wound hurts. My betrothed lies dead before me, but all I can feel is relief. I watched from a dream as a nightmarish reflection of myself committed mad crimes of blood. I killed so many, I threatened my own parents. Righting the wrongs I did here will take years, but thanks to you, I can at least start. I have to repair the damage I've done. The first thing I'll do is order my guards to drive the supernal dreamers from our shore. Then I'll send for my parents. You have more urgent work to do. The Dream Shard must be returned to Abadurak at Pariah Abbey. I sense that Vermina's not yet done with Stormhaven. The Spirit Wardens will need the Shard to oppose her.
It's you. You should have the honor of returning the Dream Shard to its place on Azura's statue. Please see that it is properly returned. Then we can talk about what comes after.
Thank you, mortal. I had my doubts, but it seems the Abbot's faith in you was well placed. I will watch you more closely from now on.
You have triumphed. The threat of Hosnia Tora's Midnight Union is quelled, and we can return to watching and warding. Not yet, but you've brought us a great victory. Vermina's immediate threat has been foiled. And now, we'd like you to have this. The other Wardens and I infused our power into a mighty weapon to aid you in your fight. Returning the Dream Shard to its rightful place is no small victory, but Vermina attacks on several fronts. I kept this quiet, but Azura warned me. There is another omen. Yes, Menevia is secure. But Vermina's dark influence now seeps into the eastern region of Gavadan. Azura's shrine there has been desecrated. It's the Supernal Dreamers again. I'm sure of it. I'm glad you're in this with me. We must stop the Dreamers, and if there is another omen, we must destroy it. I leave now for Shinji's Scarp in Gavadan. I want you there too, but first, I need you to warn High King Emmerich.
Welcome back to Wayrest. It's good to see you again. Do you have any news? To be honest, this whole matter with the Dream Shard has robbed me of a few nights' sleep. I'll be a royal grump if we can't get this matter resolved soon. Well, there we go then. That wasn't quite so bad as Abbot Durock made it sound. I'm sure he had his reasons, though. What about the Daedra, the omen that was behind all this? I trust it's dead or gone? In Garvadon? Why couldn't it be in Morrowind or somewhere else across the continent? Gods! We already have enough trouble in Garvadon. General Gardren says the Iron Hand ogres are far from being fully defeated. Well, that's good, at least. You two are the experts, though I suppose that's a dubious honor. If there is an omen in Garvadon, I'm guessing it's similarly disguised? Gardren didn't report anything suspicious, but maybe it's worth asking Captain Ernell. Yes, Ernell was fighting with Gardren, but he's just been reassigned to shore up our defenses here in Wayrest. It may be a wild guar chase, but it's worth asking Ernell if he saw any signs of Daedric influence in Garvadon.
I recognize you from the stories. You're the one who helped save Count Atura, aren't you? He's an old friend. I'm glad to make your acquaintance. Don't mind the guillotine. It's just for show. Well, you know as well as anyone else, these supernal dreamers have been trying to recruit people all over Stormhaven. We're hoping this will serve as a deterrent. If we catch a cultist, we'll execute him. Nothing more than that. Sure enough, I was acting liaison to General Gardren out at Shinji Scarp, but he's worried that the ogres might break through and attack Wayrest. Gardren suggested to the king that I be assigned to organize defenses here, so here I am. Not that I know of. General Gardren's been losing sleep, worried about the ogres, but other than that, everyone's been sleeping just fine. Or at least as well as you can expect for a war camp. General Gardren is acting a little strange, though. It's not my place to question the general, but he does seem to be blowing the ogre threat out of proportion. That's just my 2 coppers, though. Good luck if you're headed out to Garvadon.
You up for helping out a fellow adventurer?
There's an urgent task for you.
Moloch, grant me strength, give me glory.
Don't question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers.
It's good you're here. The general says the battle does not go as well as he hoped. I told him you could help. I've had little time to search for the Omen. Did you learn anything in Wayrest? Anything about nightmares in Gavadon? The General? If the Omen were to get a hold of him, that would be very bad. Before we act, we must be sure, though. For now, we keep an eye on Gautran. Perhaps helping him defeat the ogres will flush the Omen out.
We need everyone we can get. You're just in time. I need every able-bodied man and woman. You're carrying a weapon, so I assume you're able. You like to fight ogres? It does, and by Moloch we need you. The Iron Hand ogres have stopped us cold out there, and I can't afford to lose any more soldiers. Will you join my clan, Murtagh clan, in this battle? We've been trying to break through the ogre lines for days. Sergeant Ulfin is leading the charge. If you can help him take the tower up on the rocks, we can establish a forward command post. Then we're in striking distance to finish this thing. I brought my army here as a favor to King Emmerich, but Murtagh clan has other battles to fight. We need to finish the Iron Hand ogres and finish them fast. May your kills be quick and many, soldier.
Well, that didn't work. Time to come up with a new plan. Again. What went wrong? I'll tell you what went wrong. I was trained to fight ogres, not rocks. We can't even get to the ogres. It's those damn boulders they're throwing. Every time we try to charge across, another one of my soldiers gets smushed. Did he? You can't fly, can you? Sure would make it easier. Failing that, if you're willing to make a run for it, I'll cheer you on. From back here. One tip. Don't run in a straight line. Zigzag. Hide behind the rocks and you just might make it.
Straighten up. The battlefield's no place to relax.
If you can make the ridge, I bet 50 gold those ogres fall back. Take my war horn. If you get across, climb the tower and blow the horn. That will signal us to move up and establish a forward command post. Guts and glory, friend!
Stay on watch. Those ogres may not be done yet.
Sergeant Ulfin's impressed. Says you've got guts and you're fast on your feet. Assuming you can fight, I think we found the hero to finish these ogres off. Ha! There won't be an attack. I don't have the soldiers to spare. Abbot Duroc says you're a champion, though, and I trust him. I believe you can do this on your own. The ogre's leader is called Skull Crusher. He's big, he's mean, and he's nasty, but you can take him. I would send soldiers to help you, but another battle is brewing, and they have to prepare. It's a fight that's long overdue, but it's Clan Murtaugh's fight, not yours. Your fight is with the ogres. I need you to kill Skull Crusher and stop the ogres from coming through the mountain. The Iron Hands have been using a cavern to get through the mountains. I sent a mining team to collapse the cavern, but they never reported back. Find them and help them get it done. After that, we can clean up what's left.
Let's see what you've got.
Care to make a donation?
Here we reap our mother's wheat. It's time for sleep, my boy, my boyo!
I'm sorry, they forced me to do it. I had no choice.
You have to finish it. We were so close. Just those last 3 support beams and we'd have caved it in. Boom! No more ogres. There's no one left to help. Just me, and I'm spent. Get through the ogres and you could do it alone, though. A pickaxe to the support beams down there will bring the whole place down. Smash them, and then run for your life. Just down the hill. Shamargro Lorga had one. When we ran, the ogres followed him. I heard his screams. His pickaxe should be there. I'd give you mine, but it's all I have to defend myself. If the ogres see me, I at least want to go down swinging. All right, take it. If you come back and I'm dead, though, I still want it back. I want to be buried with it. It's always brought me luck. Hope it does the same for you. For all of us. You did it. I couldn't believe it when I heard the crash, but you brought the whole place down. Almost cost you your life. I searched through the rubble. Was just about to give up. I'm glad I found you, though. After what you did, it was an honor. You shut them down. Our soldiers cleared out the stragglers. No more Iron Hands. I know General Godron will want to see you.
Keep your hands where I can see them.
So you survived? I worried you were buried along with the ogres. For collapsing that cavern, you deserve a medal. Unfortunately, though, General Godwin's in no condition to hand out awards. I don't know. When he heard the cavern collapse, he declared mission accomplished for the Iron Hand ogres. But then he ordered me to muster the troops and prepare to march on Wayrest. I don't understand what happened to the General, but I will say he just hasn't been himself lately. If there's anything I can do to help him, please let me know. They're just upstairs. I know Abbot Duroc will be relieved to see you. He said to send you up right away when you returned. Whatever's going on, I hope you can help General Godwin. He's like a father to me.
The Omen has pulled Godrun into a deep sleep. Praise Azura. I was losing faith. You were right about General Godrun. The Omen of betrayal has the General in its grips. He was going to betray Emmerich and attack Wayrest. This was Vermina's ultimate plan, to destroy the Daggerfall Covenant. It sounds like her Omen has been twisting the General's mind, convincing him to betray King Emmerich. I suspected the Omen was manipulating events toward that end, but by defeating the ogres, you exposed its plan before it was ready. No. Vermina and her minions still have the General in their grips. You've done this before, so I think you should do it again. We need to get Godrun back.
Don't question my orders. Just tell the commander we need more soldiers and more supplies.
Yes, General. If you say we need them, then we need them.
Sorry, General. We can't deploy so many against the Iron Hand ogres. Why do you ask for 3 regiments?
Vengeance. Emmerich trusts me. I can make Wayrus suffer as Orsinium did. Won't refuse allies, but don't forget who's in charge.
Of course, General. After we sack Wayrest and kill the king, you can have the city. We just want the people. You fought so hard and all for nothing. You will die in this dream.
to cross me, mortal? I wish your presence in Quagmire. Come to me. You mortals. Always such high aspirations. You dream of interfering with my plans, but it is a fantasy. Of course you don't. You actually believed my manipulations would be so vulnerable. You are not even a hindrance. The success of the omens was never critical. This was a daydream. The nightmare begins now. You fool. You protected your general, but you sacrificed your king.
Once again, you return safely from the dream, bringing one of Vermina's victims back with you. General Godron seems to be feeling himself again.
King Emmerich? That is bad. We just received word that the king has fallen ill. It cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes. She makes a final bid for power by assaulting our king.
Once again,
King Emmerich?
King Emmerich falling ill cannot be a coincidence. Vermina is raising the stakes, making a final bid for power by assaulting the king himself. I am out of my league. I will go to the king's side, but we must seek Azura's help.
You must go to Azura's shrine at the Weeping Giant. It has been defiled, and I fear the supernal dreamers are involved. Regardless, the shrine must be cleansed. That is certain. To cleanse the shrine, you need to get glow dust from the wisps on the eastern shore. That and the rare mineral azurite from the northern hills. Cleanse the shrine and pray for Azura's guidance. She will send it.
Steel and stone, welcome to the Scarp. We could use your help on the battlefield. Would you join us in the fight for glory? Good, very good. Maybe along the way you would help me make my family proud? I want to come back from battle with something to remember it by. Something I can hang on the wall and tell stories about. I want a war trophy. A necklace. A necklace made of ogre teeth with big, wide bands, packed with more teeth than you can count. I've got 2 sacks of them here at the camp, but I need more. The more, the better. Help me, and I'll help you.
Too much to do in too little time.
The guild has need of you, comrade.
You smell of ogre blood and victory, friend. You have the teeth? Aha, good work. Generations of orcs will admire what you've helped create. Heard more good news as well. General Godrin said there's another battle coming. Bring it on, I say.
Trap. They knew we would come. It was a trap. They knew we were coming. The Supernal Dreamers. Master Musgu said they were up to no good, and he was right. He and Brother Gerard are fighting them off. I ran to get help. Can you save them?
Please, you have to help me. The Midnight Union bandits. I don't know why. I was no threat to them. They attacked me anyways.
No. I am a healer. I can take care of myself. It's the others. So many of my fellow wardens are injured. I was trying to help them, but I can't really go on. Take these poultices. It should at least help them get on their feet so they can get to safety. May Azura bless you for all your days.
You will always be welcome at the Abbey.
You will always be welcome at the Abbey. May Azura bless you for all your days.
I saw many of my fellow wardens make it to safety. Thank you. It's so ironic that we rely on a stranger's help after being attacked by those we considered friends. Thank you for asking. I'm feeling better already. It's certainly a relief to know that the other wardens are safe. I'll be able to get back to the Abbey soon. Perhaps I'll see you there. I saw many. Thank you for asking.